Hey guys, what's up? So today's video is going to be a little different. It's something I've been planning on doing for over a year now. As I keep saying, life's been crazy, so I just haven't been able to do it. But just want to give you a little tour of my office, let you see what's up. You know, um, it's my office, my study, my man cave, what have you. It's a space where I spend most of my time when Shannon's not home. Obviously, I'm out in the living room when she's home with her, but this is my fortress of solitude, if you will, if you're a nerd like me. Anyway, so let's get to the video and I'll show you around. So first off, forgive me if my camera works a little shaky. I'm trying to do a handheld thing today. Not sure how it's going to work. I don't have a steady cam or anything, so I hope I don't make any sick. Anyway, we should start with the desk area. That's where the magic happens after all. So first off, my printer. It's a Brother DCP something. It's their basic multifunction printer, except it doesn't have a fax machine. I don't actually have a landline anymore, so it seemed kind of silly to have something that needs to be plugged into a phone. Now, I know a lot of people I've seen a lot of pristine offices. This is not that. I like to have stuff that makes me smile. Got my name tag from ThrillerFest 2016. That was an awesome thing. Go to my blog, justinmkelly.com/blog. There's a few posts about ThrillerFest, and it was just a great experience. I'm going again this year, and I plan on doing a lot more streaming and stuff from it. So, and here we have some Mardi Gras beads, St. Patty's Day beads, that kind of thing. My sign, don't ask where I got it. It's the warning sign you see on trucks. You're going to see a lot of pirate stuff in here. I make no bones about it. I'm a pirate deep down, so my Beats headphones, a must for when there's other noises in the house. I just put on some music and do some writing. It was the old school model. And I'm not going to go through everything that's on my desk, but just a few things. There's my phone. In a case it looks like a book. Go figure. This is the computer I use. Don't laugh. It's just a HP all-in-one. I don't need it to do much. I have another computer that I edit on. This one couldn't handle it, but for writing it works just fine. Cutlass, of course. Another pirate thing. Now you're going to see some vaping stuff. I do vape on occasion. Trying to quit smoking. Well, I've mostly quit, but I do like a pipe once in a while, but don't really want to do that in the house, so. And yes, this is a fidget spinner. Couldn't help myself. It's shaped like a ship's wheel, so it was a couple bucks. And when I'm trying to think, it does help sometimes. The man with the cigarette in his mouth is my grandfather. I found that picture in his old jewelry box, but don't know who the other guy is. Obviously was taking it to a fair or something like that. A couple of bottles of ink for my fountain pens. Oh, speaking of which, got a bunch of my cheaper fountain pens there. Gotta have a picture of Papa. Not my Papa, Ernest Hemingway. My Xbox for when I need to unwind and blow off a little steam. Personal library kit that I got for Christmas. Those little booklets are my first story, well, my first published story, Blood Moon. If you go to my Patreon and One of the tiers, I can't remember, but you'll get a signed copy of that. And this is just filled with some basic stuff that, you know, I might need while I'm writing. A fan that I like to put in the window, that sort of thing. Bunch of notebooks down there. This is the command center with not one but 2 butt pillows. What can I say? I spend a lot of time in that chair, although not as much as I should if you ask Shannon. She loves me though. So this is my other desk. This is my good fountain pen collection. Most of them have never actually seen ink. I have other pens for that. Oh, I forgot to show you that. This one's kind of special. This is the first thing I bought with my proceeds from one of my books on Amazon. It only cost a couple bucks because that's all I got, but still, it's just a little token since I didn't get an actual paycheck that I could frame. I just got a little token representing that first paycheck from writing money, which was kind of cool. So I have a couple inkwells here that I never really use. Every once in a while I'll put some ink in that one and go Shakespeare, but haven't done that for quite a while. A couple pairs of glasses, my inbox. There's my journal that you'll never get to see the inside of unless, you know, after I die my family decides to publish it, but let's hope not. So this bookshelf was originally my grandfather's. This is where I keep all my writing books, you know, books on the craft, that kind of thing, dictionaries. And let's see, up top, have all my pipes. It was my dad's pipe collection. I kind of stole it from him. Bluetooth speaker. This stress relief stuff from Bath and Body Works, I think. I always get them mixed up with Bed Bath & Beyond, but it's eucalyptus spearmint, and oh my god, is it nice. It really does relieve stress. This is something really cool. My friend made this for me. He does some awesome work. Believe his Instagram is Dragonworks Custom Leather. So check him out if you get a chance. And of course I have just some random things on my bookshelf as well. Vitamins, lotion, that kind of stuff. Okay, pay no attention to the pillows and blanket. Me and Shannon are doing just fine. I haven't been told to sleep on the couch. It's just that I spend a lot of time in here, and sometimes when I need to think, I'll stretch out on the couch, and sometimes it'll progress into a nap, sometimes it won't, but got a reading lamp here. I think it came from a hotel or something. It was in my garage when I moved in, so I just decided to use it. Mr. John Belushi. My friends bought this for me years ago, because, well, it was kind of me when we were in our college days. Got some more pirate stuff here. Flintlock pistol, a spyglass, some candle holders, another cutlass, and my hat. A really big one. That's for when I dress up as for con as the Commodore. Got a musket up here. Not sure exactly what type it says on it, but it's nothing historical. It's a reproduction. Anyway, here we got Captain Jack and Davy Jones. Another shelf up here with a sextant, couple lanterns, a stove, and a crossbow. And one of these bows is mine, one is Shannon's, but I figure when they're not being used, they could be a good decoration. This is the first sword I ever bought. Someday I'll have to take a picture with it because it is huge, and it's my baby. This is one of my reading areas. I'm really proud of this lamp. This lamp was my grandfather's. It sat beside his reading chair as long as I can remember. And I think my brother and sister are a little mad that I claimed it, but oh well. This is my pleasure reading bookcase. I have more in the living room, of course, but got all my dad's old Hardy Boys books and his Cub Scout books. Just some various ones. I have my dad's whole collection of Tom Clancy books. My foil from when I was in college. I did take fencing. Should probably pick that up at some point. Got a black powder pistol. This cup is from a restaurant that used to be in my hometown, Stockton, California. It's called the Islander. No longer there. It was a tiki type bar. It was really before my time, but pretty much everyone in my family has that cup from there. I believe these binoculars were actually from World War I. Not sure how she came about them, but my grandmother had them when she passed, and I ended up with them. There's my dragon and my gargoyle watching over everything, as well as my skull with his pirate mouse ears on. Captain Jack behind bars with the dog. So I had to buy this model. It's not actually the same year as my Nova that I have out in the garage, but it's close. I believe that's a 72, mine's a 73, but same color, so. Got my Captain is Always Right bottle opener. So I made this bookshelf myself. Took a bunch of crates, I aged them chemically. Vinegar and steel wool and tea, I believe. If you recognize the logo, extra points. So yes, I do carry a man purse. This one's filled with notebooks. It's got a Bluetooth keyboard in it, and pens, whatnot. This little side pocket's got my business cards in it. It's basically my portable writing setup. I also have a smaller portable writing setup in this one. So if you see me walking around with a bag, that's what's in it. Kentucky rifle, another black powder rifle. And that brings us to the bar. So I've got some decanters filled with various things. This one is usually port wine. It's empty right now. Bourbon, rum, of course, and vodka. Bar tools, a couple lighters, a couple bottle openers. This is a very old copy of the Mr. Boston's Bartender's Guide. I'm trying to remember now. Printed in 1946. And this one is filled with drinks with a literary twist. Oh, my barware glasses and such. All the bottles are underneath. Got a decent selection. Some of it's good stuff, some of it is definitely not good stuff. Kind of use this mirror for grooming. It's a picture of me dressed up as the Commodore. Down here I got my coffee and tea area. A Coffee, I like a French or coffee press, whichever you like to call it. I always call it a French press. That's my big one for when I need a lot of caffeine. There's my one if I just want 1 cup. This is a relic of my old filmmaking days. It's a director's viewfinder. As you can see, it's got like a screen simulator. I don't know what else you'd call it, but anyway, you look through that to see what your shot's going to look like. It's been a long time since I've done any filmmaking other than YouTube, but I used to have a whole Super 8 camera setup, several cameras and such. And another black powder pistol, some business cards. And these are the hot drinks I drink. Cafe du Monde for coffee, and Twinings Earl Grey tea for tea. Duh. Another one of my fountain pens, along with the notepad from the Jane Hotel where I stay when I go to New York. And this is my old Remington typewriter. It needs a little love. Needs some parts that I can't find, so I might have to improvise. More drinking glasses. And my wine rack. Gotta show you this. This beauty is a bottle of my homemade mead. Zombie brew mug. This is a secret to my hair. I use coconut oil in my hair to slick it back. Teapot. Just random stuff, really. My old bass guitar. Interesting thing about that. I picked up the bass, started learning it, ended up joining a band as the singer, not the bass player, so. This spring and summer you're going to see this hat a lot. This is my outdoors hat, and I plan on doing a lot of hikes, that kind of thing, and not sure exactly what the content will be, but I'll be hiking around the Black Hills. There's a lot of great hikes around here, and trying to get in shape a little bit too. My parrot. Can't be a good pirate without a parrot, right? And now for the closet. This, my friends, is my grooming area. Got my suits right here. Hats. All my ties, most of which came from my dad. He had a lot of hats. My dad was a police officer for the Stockton Police Department, so, and I got a couple patches laying around of other departments. There's my grandfather's jewelry box where I found that picture of him. Various colognes, deodorants, that kind of thing. There's my beard stuff. And up here is just a bunch of junk that I probably need to go through and get rid of. And there's Loki the Wonder Cat coming to help. He always has to explore this closet because I never let him in here. And one last thing. I need to turn the lights off first. This is the real source of my magic. Shouldn't be telling you this, but that's my potion shelf. My glowing little concoctions. If you watched my other office tour video, you might recognize those. I had them in the other office on top of my bookshelf. Of course, the glowing skull watching over. I have a lot of things watching over my office. So that's it. That's where the magic happens. Be sure to like and subscribe. Ring my bell if you want to be notified of future videos. And while you're at it, why not check out my Facebook and my Twitter. If you really want to support me, I'd really appreciate it. Just check out my Patreon. And that's all I got for you today. I got to get going because I got some writing to do, and so do you.